Hey everyone, so I'm here today to tell you about one of my favorite products, and it is something all natural, something that you can find in your kitchen, and something that I am just absolutely in love with, and it also has part of my name in it, so how can you not love it? It's called olive oil. So I talked about this a little bit in my first video, and I just wanted to elaborate because there were a few questions on how to use it, when to use it, how much to use. So I just figured I would go through and give you guys a little more information. So the first thing is that you want to get a moderately priced extra virgin olive oil, and when I say that I mean you don't want to use like the cheapest of cheap, because you're going to put it on your skin, you're going to use it in your hair. You want like a decent quality. You also want to look for cold pressed. I don't know why you want cold pressed. I'm sure somebody out there knows, and if you know, please comment below. But I just know that that's what my sister tells me to get, and that's just what I do because I listen to my sister. So the first way that I use olive oil is in my hair, and I do it on dry hair. If I'm just finished styling and I have like little flyaway pieces, or if my hair looks a little bit dry, it doesn't look very shiny, I'll take a little bit on my hands, and I've already put it in my hair, so I'm not going to put it in my hair, but I'll show you how much to use. You're going to go about that much. Wait, if you guys can see that. So it's not a lot. Sorry, I'm dripping everywhere. I guess I don't know, a few drops. You're just going to rub it in between your hands and get it nice and warmed up. And then you would just start from the ends and you would work your way up. Now if you have hair like mine, I have really thick hair that's curly and frizzy. And whenever it's humid outside, like today, it just loves to go all over the place, then this is a really good product for you. Now if you have hair that is really thin or oily, you may want to use caution when using it. It doesn't mean you can't use it, it's just you have to be a little more careful, because if you overdo it, you're really going to be able to tell. So anyway, so you're just going to start at the ends, work your way up, and that's good. That's the first way. The second way that I use it is more of an intense treatment, so I'll take a lot more, and I do this on like day 3 of my hair when I'm going to wash it that night. And what I'll do is I take about a tablespoon, sometimes maybe more. If it's winter time, I'll use more because it's a lot more dry. There's no moisture in the air, so my hair needs a lot more. And I'll take about a tablespoon of it. I'll heat it up a little bit in the microwave for like 2-3 seconds. I mean, it doesn't take long at all. And then I just start from the ends and I work my way up to the root of the hair, and then I'll pull my hair up and leave it like that all day. So you want to do it on dry hair, not wet. And I actually do know the reason for that. Your hair can only soak up so much. That's why they tell you to wet your hair before you go like in a chlorine pool, because if your hair is already wet, it can't soak up additional. So if your hair is already wet and you go to put olive oil on it, it's not going to actually soak into like the cuticle or the shaft, or I don't know hair anatomy, but whatever you would call each individual strand of hair, it's not going to do that. So you want to make sure that you keep your hair nice and dry before you add the olive oil. So that's what I do with my hair. And then when you go to wash that night, you want to use your regular shampoo and then use your conditioner. Now you may have to shampoo, you have to try it out. Each person's different. I only have to shampoo once, but like I said, my hair is a little more, I guess, curly and thick, so it soaks it up really easy and lets it go really easy. I don't know. You may have to use a clarifying shampoo in order to make sure that all the residue comes out. But just give it a couple tries and see what works best for you, because every person has to do their own adjustment. So that's how I use it for my hair. Now the next thing that I use it for is my skin. So you can just take a little bit like what I showed you that you would use for your hair, and you would just apply that all over your face. You can use it on your hands. As women get older, our hands show our age more than anything else. So if you keep them really well hydrated, then you might be able to ward off some of those signs for longer. I'm not sure. I'll let you know in 20 years. But anyway, you can just use it on your skin. You can use it on your legs, on your arms, anywhere on your body. It's all natural, so it's not going to clog your pores, and it won't break you out on your face. At least it doesn't for me. The one thing that will break you out though, that's along the same lines of oil, would be baby oil. You definitely want to stay clear away from that. Now the next thing that I do with the olive oil is I like to make a nice scrub. So actually a few people told me that they did it, and that's really exciting because I'm glad that it worked out for you guys. I am totally obsessed with this. I used to go to Bath & Body Works and spend a small fortune on products through there, and I didn't understand why I couldn't just make it myself, so I figured why not give it a try. This one is a salt scrub. I just used coarse kosher salt, just like this, and I used the olive oil. I did not add honey to this one. If I use sugar, I like to add honey to it. I don't know why, I just do. I think that honey has a lot of great things for your skin, but we'll talk about that another time. But for some reason, I just feel like the honey and the salt don't mix, so I don't use it together. But you want to have like a nice ratio. This one, I think I did a little bit too much salt. I need a little bit more oil, or maybe not. I don't know. I'll see like as I get down there. You can see how it's like a thick consistency. You can always add more oil to it. The salt, because there's so much of it in here, is not going to, I don't know what you would call it. It's not going to like totally dissolve into the oil itself. It will stay just like how it is here. So anyway, I just take a couple tablespoons while I'm in the shower, and I rub it all over, and then I get out of the shower. I do it right before I'm going to get out. This way I won't have to put any lotion or anything else on because my skin's already nice and oily. Okay, and the other thing that you can use olive oil for on your skin is a trick that I learned years ago. I actually had gone, when I lived in New Jersey, I went to Manhattan to get my hair done at a salon called the Rita Hazen Salon in Manhattan, somewhere in there, I don't know where. Anyway, so this woman was shampooing my hair, and I was looking at her skin, and it was the most gorgeous skin I'd ever seen. And I asked her about it because I'm kind of crazy like that. I said, how did you get such gorgeous skin? Well, she's Brazilian, so already she had that going for her. And she said, we do this thing in Brazil, we use olive oil on our skin. So immediately, like, I was already just enamored by using something like olive oil. And I was in my really early 20s, so I hadn't heard of doing it like that. I don't think it was very popular at the time. And she also said that what they do to get the really dark brown color, now I'm in no way encouraging you to lay in the sun and do this, but I just thought I would share it with you because this is what she said. They actually take spray bottles and they put Coca-Cola and olive oil in the spray bottle. Now I don't know exactly what the mixture is. You could probably use, I don't know, a can of Coke to maybe a quarter cup of olive oil or so. Anyway, so they spray it on their skin, and what it does is the Coke will give them a natural bronze, like a self-tanner would, and the oil makes their skin really moisturized, and also I guess cooks them a little more in the sun. So I'm not telling you to go out and do this, but I am just sharing it with you because it's something that I learned years ago, and it's using olive oil. So if you are someone who's always in the sun and you use other sunning products, then I guess you could add this one to the list. Instead of using the other ones, you could use something a little more natural. So anyway, so that's that little tidbit. And the last thing that I use olive oil for is my nails. I like to take it as like a cuticle treatment. You can use it on your feet as well. And I just take a little bit, like what I showed you, and I just rub it into my nails. I leave it overnight. The trick too, oh, I forgot to tell you. The trick too, when you put it on your skin, like on your face, you want to really rub it into your skin. Now, the reason why you want to do this is because the motion of, like the circular motion of when you're rubbing on your skin, it actually brings the blood closer to the surface and gets everything moving around. It's a lot more healthier for your skin to get a nice, it's like a massage for your face. So that's always a nice thing to do. But those are all the ways that I like to use olive oil. So I hope that some of these have worked for you. And if you have any other suggestions or ideas or tips on how to use olive oil, feel free to add them below. Thank you.